today, and we are going to be streaming The Legacy of Kain Blood Omen 2. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream Soul Reaver 2 because of compatibility issues. The game just wouldn't run, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But yep, today we're going to be playing through Blood Omen 2. Hopefully it's going to run perfectly fine. If you're wondering why I've got a scarf on, it's cold, so I'm wearing this just to keep my neck warm, because my neck's been hurting recently, so I figured I'd keep it warm. So anyway, yeah, let's just get straight into the game. We've been waiting way too long. Got some sweets to eat, so that's always good. I don't know, Jackal, it's just been out for a while now. It's starting to annoy me, to be honest. It might be the way I'm sleeping.
From the shards of tattered dreams I rose, unwilling, tossed upon tides of pain that flowed and ebbed and left me searingly awake, and more revoltingly, alive. It was then I saw her for the first time.
Good evening. We did not expect you to awaken so soon. Already you surprise us.
My mind was in fragments like shattered glass. Where am I? I don't remember.
Yes. It was said your memory would be affected by your long slumber. That will pass in time. I am Uma, and I am here to help you. Know that your name is Kain, and you were once a power in the land.
I know my name, but my past, I remember fragments only.
That you awoke at all is a miracle. When we found you, there was but the barest thread of life left in you. We nurtured it, fed it, and now you rise and walk again.
And what is this place?
You are in the city of Meridian, capital of the land of Nosgoth, the land you once sought to conquer and rule. Tell me, since you remember your name, do you also remember your nature?
Of course.
Then let me show you the future. You have been asleep for 200 years. In that time, this is what has become of Nosgoth. You were a great general, commanding an army of vampires, but the powers you opposed were too strong for you. You were struck down, your armies defeated, scattered, and destroyed. Everyone believed you to be dead.
Who defeated me?
The Seraphan, an army of fanatical humans sworn to eradicate all vampires from the world. A new leader brought them together, and wielding a new kind of magic, deadly to our kind, was able to destroy your army and kill most of the vampires. You were defeated in mortal combat by this leader, the Seraphan Lord. But that is not the end of the story. Under the guise of protecting the land from the vampire menace, the Seraphan seized control of all of Nosgoth, and their rule is not kind. For 200 years, the Seraphan have enslaved the humans under their iron rule, and hunted down and destroyed every vampire they could find.
They have not succeeded, however.
Not yet. And now, with your help, it is our hope to crush the Seraphan and restore order to the city.
The natural order. Vampires preying upon humans.
Naturally.
You said our hope. Who are you?
We are the Cabal, the vampire resistance. We work to undermine the Seraphan at every turn. But we are losing. With the new magic they employ, the glyph magic, they are able to find us and kill us. Our numbers are dwindling. we will not survive. We need you, Cain.
Of course you did not bring me back simply out of kindness. There must be a price.
We need you to help the Resistance. Our faces are known, they kill us on sight. But you are ancient history, long since dead and buried. You can go where we cannot. That gives us a small advantage.
How splendid for you. And why do you suppose I would do this? What is to be my reward? Your eternal gratitude.
Have you changed so much? The Seraphim Lord defeated you. Don't you want to kill him? When you have destroyed him, you can continue your ascent to power, restore your army, and rule the land at last. Does the lust for vengeance and power no longer stir you? Are you so dead?
I seem to remember that I played the pawn once before. It ended badly.
This time, you will prevail. We are simply your allies, not your betrayers. What we want from you is open and plain, with no hidden paths. If you succeed, so do we all.
Are you asking me to trust you?
We must trust one another. Together, we can defeat the Seraphim Lord. Once he is dead, his order will collapse. Mindless fools that they are. But there are dangers other than the Seraphim which must be overcome.
I care not for any dangers. They will fear me, do you hear? Tell me where to find the Seraphim Lord. I'll have him buried within the hour.
Such arrogance. If it were so easy, we would have done it ourselves, Cain. And you are far too weak to fight him yet. He is protected, too, by other vampires.
Vampires in service to the Seraphim? Are they mad?
They value their lives. While they serve the Seraphim Lord, he lets them live.
I will enjoy destroying them.
You would be lucky to survive one such encounter until you grow stronger. But should you prevail, then you will be able to absorb their veins and thus gain new abilities. To our kind, these are called the Dark Gifts.
I look forward to meeting these traitors to our kind. My senses spun. My body ached. Weakness overcame me.
You have the thirst upon you. Come, vampire. It is time for you to feed.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Quite a long cutscene. Yeah, what do I think of Kane's new look? I'll be honest with you. I prefer his Blood Omen 1 and, you know, Ancient Kane look, to be honest with you. This is probably the worst look, in my opinion.
Cain, do not be afraid.
What magic is this?
I am using the Whisper, Cain, a natural ability of vampires. In this way, we can keep in contact even over great distances.
Yes, I remember now. She had been in my thoughts. I almost believed I had called her myself.
Never fear. I cannot read your thoughts, but only speak into your mind and hear you in return. Now, proceed down this street. I shall be waiting.
To be fair, Jackal, any game, any Legacy of Kain game without Simon Templeman's not going to be good. That's just like a fact. Yeah. Simon Templeman is like the saving grace. The moving's okay. It feels a bit wonky, but I suppose I can get used to it. Interestingly enough, you can't use the D-pad at all. You can only use the analog sticks.
Welcome to the slums, Kane. We are in the oldest and most decrepit part of the city, where few people dare to come. A perfect place to train you.
Train me? Do you take me for a dog?
Your memory has been shattered, and your body has lain dormant for 200 years. What skills you had must be recovered before you can be of any use to the Cabal.
Yeah, I watched that.
You must learn to fight and to survive.
I thought you were taking me to feed.
Patience, vampire. First, know that you are stronger and faster than mortal men, able to jump higher and farther than any human that ever lived. When your path is blocked, seek for a place to jump. Now, join me up here.
Ali, please. It's all good. It's all good, Ali. There's one thing I don't get. How is it Kane can sort of like slowly fall? I don't get that. He doesn't have his wings, so how is it he can sort of glide about? That doesn't make any sense to me. He didn't learn how to glide in the original Blood Omen. Oh well. Also, why? Oh no, I suppose he would have lost his. Oh, I suppose he would have lost the Reaver.
Excellent. Know that you also have the ability to float. When you are on a ledge, such as this one, you may land silently and carefully by floating down. This will be important when I train you to kill. Now, follow
There you
me.
go. That's explained, I suppose.
Discover. I needed little training in how to kill.
Yeah, I suppose it is magic, isn't it? I suppose he might have forgotten like some fighting moves and all that, but I don't see how he could have grown weaker unless obviously, you know, not fighting for 200 years. I suppose that would make you weaker. But it wouldn't make you weaker than like when you're first a vampire in Blood Omen 1. Honestly, I'd probably say that I prefer Blood Omen 1 and 2. I mean, Blood Omen 1 and Soul Reaver 1 to Soul Reaver 2. Soul Reaver 2 is probably my least favourite of the games at the moment.
The city is a labyrinth.
All the better for a hunting ground. Tell me, Kane, are you hungry?
Yes.
I have a prisoner waiting for you down below. A thug from a local gang of criminals. He sought to murder yet another helpless victim, but he met me instead.
Spare me the moral anecdote and direct me to his throat.
Drink then. I will be waiting below.
My issues with Soul Reaver 2, mainly the combat. Although this sort of comes under the combat, I also didn't like the fact how slow you are to drain, absorb soul. So like literally you'd kill an enemy, you'd try and absorb the soul, before killing another enemy because you're really, like, maybe you're low on health, it takes way too long to absorb the souls, and the enemy's always already right up against you and attacking you. It was literally mainly just the combat that put me off the game. I thought the story was okay, and yeah, and the fact there was no boss fights, that's a bit rubbish. Although I suppose you could say, like, fighting the Sarafan Brotherhood at the end, the officers at the end of the game, is a sort of boss fights, even though they play exactly like every other fight in the game. Press and hold triangle when the body's highlighted. Interesting, it's not the circle button. I wonder why.
I see you are restored.
I am.
Blood is your life. Without it, you will die. If you are wounded, seek out blood to restore your vitality. You must know too that by drinking the blood of others, you will gradually become stronger and harder to kill. We call this a vampire's lore. The more creatures you drink from, the more lore you will gain, and the greater your health will become. Leave no enemy alive, Cain. You will need their blood and their lore to survive. Now, let us continue.
Interesting. I'll tell you one thing I did really like about Soul Reaver 2 is the Raziel and Cain interactions, to be fair. I want to lock onto victims, press square to attack, filling your law bar. Okay, my health bar increased. So, is there any penalty for killing innocent people in this game? Are you literally just supposed to kill like every single human in the game? I mean, I don't... Usually I like being a good guy, but I don't know, I feel like maybe now Cain probably would just, like, drain everybody's blood.
While we are superior to humans in many ways, we also have certain weaknesses that they do not possess. Though it is life-giving to humans, water is deadly to vampires. Its touch burns our skin. Immersion in water can kill us. Avoid it at all costs. Also know that scattered throughout Meridian are relics of our ancestors. Useless to humans, only vampires can access these coffers and use the power within. Seek these out on your journey.
Interesting. Yeah, they really needed to change the combat in Soul Reaver 2. Unfortunately, they didn't. Wait, hang on, why is my health like going down rapidly? You're right, this is like nowhere near the same as... Are you okay? There we go. Yeah, I mean, Kane wasn't ever really a good guy. It's just in Blood Omen 1 I didn't really like feeding on people chained up. But I know, you know, if it's the only way to upgrade, you gotta do it. You can't just not upgrade yourself.
I spoke before of our mortal enemies, the Seraphan. It is their sworn crusade to destroy all vampires, and for this they have developed special defenses. You see here a ward gate.
What precisely does it do?
Should you so much as touch it, you will be burned as by fire. The Seraphan have raised these wards throughout Meridian. We can go no farther this way. Follow me into the sewer.
Yeah, the environments are sort of, you know, it's basically, you know, Nosgoth heading towards its Soul Reaver environment, basically, you know. Everything's getting worse.
Your ability to survive will depend upon your ability to fight. It's time for you to learn how to kill. Your first line of defense is your agility. You can dodge around an opponent using your inhuman speed. You can also defend yourself by blocking attacks. I shall now strike at you. Do not be concerned. I shan't use my claws. Block my attacks, and we can proceed to the next lesson.
I actually don't think the camera angle's that bad. I think it's pretty good.
We are all armed with a natural weapon, our claws. Use them to kill your enemies. You can practice by attacking me.
Damn, she likes some pain. She's not even blocking.
If you see an enemy become tired, use this opportunity to grab him. Once grabbed, you can throw him a great distance.
Yeah, he's a vampire who's a vampire hunter, isn't he? If I remember correctly. I haven't actually watched the films, but I'm pretty sure that's who he is.
Excellent. is over for the moment. Continue through the sewer, and I shall meet you again shortly.
Right, through the sewer we go. Honestly, that surprises me. I would think like the GameCube. Oh my god, I think the GameCube version would be. Soul Reaver 1, I'd probably, if I had to rate, right, say I gave Soul Reaver 2 a 6 out of 10, I'd probably give Soul Reaver 1 a 7 out of 10, Blood Omen 1 a 8 out of 10.
Here you are at last. Through this door lies your first true test. A gang of criminals are encamped ahead, and one of their number stands guard, unaware that his fate approaches. You must kill him, Cain. You have the skill to block and dodge his attacks. Bring him down using your claws. Once you have felled him, drink his blood to restore yourself from any wounds you may receive. I will be watching.
Oh my god. I just destroyed that guy. Yeah, that's the problem with the GameCube, isn't it? The small discs. Why do that? Yeah.
In addition to our physical superiority, vampires also possess dark gifts. These are our supernatural abilities. Our curse develops differently in each of us, giving us unique powers. Much of your former power, Cain, has been weakened during your long hibernation, but you yet retain a single dark gift. The mist you see here can be used to your advantage. You have the ability to assume a mist form and become nearly invisible. You can move silently to bring down your prey from behind. At times when you are outnumbered, look for mist from which to kill your enemies silently. If you are pursued, you can hide in mist to escape. Now, use this gift to kill those before you in the cemetery. I will let you continue when the deed is done.
Yeah, the gameplay really does let it down big time. That's the problem. Yeah, I might have to look into Blood Rain. Oh my god, I just smacked his head off. Jesus. That's brutal. Never played the Evil Dead games, no. I think I like watched the first film. But never played the games, unfortunately. I saved this guy just to kill him. Oh well. Yeah, I agree. That is a bit annoying. You can't really chase people while locked on. I think Raziel would probably work the best. Raziel seems slightly more redeemable when it comes to being a good guy. So I think he would be the most, he would be the smartest choice. I'm actually really torn about who I like best, so that's why I think they did quite a good job with the games. You know, I mean, I like both of them. They're both so different to each other. You like them for different reasons. You know, you like Kane because he's cocky, but he's also you know that he can back up the cockiness, whereas Raziel's equally as powerful, I would argue, but he does have a good side as well. Both of them get manipulated though, that's another funny thing about the game. You know, Raziel's been a pawn for people, while Kane's also been a pawn for people.
What manner of sorcery is this?
This is glyph energy, a new form of magic brought into the world with the rise of the Seraphan. It supplies power to all of Meridian. The gate you see can be opened using this energy. Activate the glyph box. This will bring power to the gate's lever and allow you to open it.
Sounds good to me. Oh. Oh. Are you okay? Oh. Alright, get him. Oh. Yeah, I think a remake would be amazing for them. The only problem we've got is with the biggest problem with Soul Reaver 1 is obviously the Elder God. Tony J can't voice the Elder God. That is a problem. I think the only way you can solve that, well, you can't really solve it necessarily. The only thing you could do is reuse the voices that he did. The other option is if they make a new Legacy of Kain game, they just can't have Mobius or the Elder God in it, which causes a big problem because they are very important characters to the lore.
Well done. The glyphs are operated by the Glyph Rites, a secret society existing within Meridian. You may see them working on glyphs from time to time. They rarely talk with the townsfolk, and very little is known about their origins. Ahead is the market where the common dregs of Meridian engage in their filthy commerce. Beyond the market is the bridge that leads to the lower city. Make your way east to the bridge. I shall meet you there.
Where are you going?
I shall scout ahead to ensure that you don't meet any Seraphan patrols. You aren't ready for them yet.
How trusting of you to leave me to my own devices.
Consider it an act of goodwill.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're fighting each other. Are you dumb? I'm noticing a little bit of slowdown, but that's I think that's down to the fact that it's the PS2 version of the game, to be honest with you, unfortunately. So, would you say that this is the longest Legacy of Kain game? I'm guessing the length of the game is between this and Defiance, or is Defiance not that long a game? I thought it was pretty long. Yeah, Tony J did Mobius. He did Mobius and the Elder God. Yeah. It's difficult. It's very unfortunate. It really does cause problems. Honestly, as much as it's going to be terrible not to have Tony J, I feel like their best hope would just be to get someone, try and get them to sound exactly the same. Try and get, get someone to, just try and get it as close as possible. That's all you can do. The characters are too important. The characters are way too important to you can't like not put them in games. So that's the only option really, because they're still relevant to the story. He died in 2006. So he died quite a while ago. He died like a bit after Defiance came out, I think. I suppose at least he was there to voice Defiance. Yeah, Raziel's an even more crucial one. Like you can't really recast Raziel. You have to have it. You have to have. That's the thing with Varador and like Mobius. Okay, you can like they haven't appeared in every game, whereas which is neither is Raziel to be fair. But they've appeared in less games than actually no, technically yeah, I suppose Raziel and Mobius have appeared in the same amount of games. Because Mobius appeared in Blood Omen 1, Soul Reave right at the end, Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance, so he's appeared in 4, technically sort of 3. Raziel's appeared in Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance, so he's appeared in 3 as well. The Elder Gods appeared in Soul Reaver 1, Soul Reaver 2, I'm guessing Defiance, so he's appeared in 3 as well. So Kane's appeared in all the games, whereas, at least the other guys have only appeared in they've missed 1 or 2, Varador's even worse than that. Varador appeared in 1, didn't appear in Soul Reaver 1 whatsoever. He, as you said, he made a very small cameo in Soul Reaver 2. I know he's in this game, and he's in Defiance.
Come, this way. Follow me.
Where we go?
I am taking you to Sanctuary, the heart of the Cabal. It is time that you meet our leader.
It was time indeed to hear this so-called leader's plans and learn what he thought his plans might be for me.
Kane, this way.
Vampire! Here, close the gate.
Kane, you must find a way to reach the lower city. The smuggler's tunnel will take you there.
Pestilent vampire, die!
Go to the Grand Hotel in the slums. A contact will meet you there. He will tell you where to go.
Stinky, verminous, blood-sucking fiend!
Do you want your death now? Come, and you shall have it.
Come back!
I
Well-
will alone at last, in a city changed beyond all recognition, in a land that was under a curse. Should I follow her, as she asked, or go my own way, find my own answers? But answers were promised me in Sanctuary. After that, I would know what to do.
I'd definitely say the PlayStation has a better D-pad, 100%. Yeah, I mean, it sort of makes sense. Raziel obviously hasn't been resurrected yet. Mobius is dead, and the Elder God doesn't really involve himself with Kane, does he? So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, apparently this is after this. Apparently in terms of like the timeline, this takes place obviously after Blood Omen 1, before Soul Reaver. But this game came out after Soul Reaver 2. So it's technically, it's a prequel to the Soul Reaver games, but a sequel to Blood Omen. Yeah, but it's basically like, you know, the story basically went forward from Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 2. Then we jumped 2 games back, and then we jumped all the way forward again in Defiance. This is supposed to show Kane's rise, you know, to taking over Nosgoth. What do you mean? What do you mean by which Xbox? Do you mean original Xbox 360 and Xbox One? Or do you mean like the version of the Xbox? Honestly, I think the 360 is probably the best. Amazing system, really. The amount of games that were on it was absolutely amazing. You know, and to be honest, nearly all of them. Well, no, not all of them, but there's so many good games that I played on it. Yeah, I don't regret the 361 bit. Yeah, they don't look that great, but they're a lot better than Soul Reaver 1. I don't know. I think it's his hair's not as great. I don't really like his armor as much as his old armor, or, I mean, not his old. By his old armor, I mean I don't like it as much as his Blood Omen 1 armor or his ancient armor. Yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't look. He just doesn't look as appealing in this for me. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's good to know. Oh, you broke the switch. That's not very nice. I'm not sure you can really dodge that well in this. I don't know. It seems like you don't dodge all the way around the enemies, so I don't really get the point in that. Obviously, I can't shift into spirit form. So we'll have to go back up. Right, I get that. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's a box there, so why do I need this? Do I have to... Let me guess. Yeah, let me guess. I leave the box there, then press the switch again. The box obviously comes down. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. The Soul Reaver 2 puzzles I found were a lot more simple than Soul Reaver 1, thankfully. That's one good thing about the game.
curious that you would help one such as I.
We hate the Sarafan, we humans. The things they do, it's not right, not natural. If your kind can bring them down, I'll help you, I will.
I was told to find the smuggler's den.
You're a stone's throw from the entrance. Go through, it will lead you to the smuggler's den. Careful though, there's rogues down there that'll attack you on sight.
Then they will die.
Wait. Tell Uma that I helped you, please. She promised me the dark gift if I did as she asked. You'll tell her, won't you?
I'm certain Uma will give you all that you deserve.
Ouch. Bet that hurt. Not for long though.
Greetings, Kane.
You eluded the guards.
They were only human. Welcome to one of the glories of our fair city, the Smuggler's Den. As squalid as you found the slums, you will find this place even more offensive. Rogues and thieves rule the streets, and of course the Sarafan too have their own dealings here. You may expect small help from the inhabitants, and more trouble.
I do not require their hospitality. You spoke of a smuggler's tunnel I must find?
Yes, it is hidden somewhere in this district. I know not where. I have sent word to a member of the Cabal to help you. You will find him at the tavern, deep within this district.
How will I know this person?
He will know you. Find the tavern quickly. We will speak again later.
It's good that you can save the game whenever you want though. That's a must for nearly all games these days. You know. Yeah, I'll save. You never know when something's going to happen. Just kick him while he's down, why not? Alright. Oh, some rogues in there. Oh, I can't even... There we go. Oh, I should have used the miss. That was my fault. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. What? Jesus. Oh, that's it, I'm dead. There you go. That's how easy it is to die in this game. 2 enemies, crossbows, dead. That was my fault. I should have been a bit more sensible and used, you know, mist form to get rid of one of them straight away. That would have saved me. So it's my fault. I've heard of it, but I don't really know anything about it. Damn, that's cruel. Just hitting them in the nuts with the spiked mace. That's brutal. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's interesting, I suppose. Really? Oh. Oh, there goes the head. Good, good. Oh. There we go, that's how you beat him. You knock one of their heads off and then you fight the other one. Makes your life a lot easier. Obviously the switch is down there. Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea actually. Yeah. Oh nice, I can't go back. That's always good, isn't it? Oh well. Mistakes learned from. I don't know why they felt the need to make that animation every single time you drain someone's blood. That seems a bit overkill. Yeah. That sucks, really. Oh well. Just one of those things. Right in the ads, right in the ads, right in the ads. Yeah, I enjoyed playing the first Darksiders game. I never played the second or third game though. Fun enough game. Yeah, PS2 was underpowered. Yeah, it still managed to sell a lot more than the Xbox. So it just goes to show it's not all about power at the end of the day. Oh, are you serious? Wow, that's brutal. Like, seriously, you fall in there, you don't even get the opportunity to jump out. Thing is, the PS2 had so many exclusives on it. So, you know, regardless of if the console's not that powerful, the amount of quality games it had on it, it's undeniable, really. Yeah, that's another thing with the PS2, it was a DVD player. Very cheap, well, reasonably cheap, but as well, you know.
What do we have here?
Very true, you know, regular people bought a PS2 just to play their DVDs on. I like the fact the man died in 3 hits, the lady survived an extra hit. Right, it's time let's not go in the water, shall we? Right. Well, there you go. Don't jump in the water, obviously. No, I've never played the games, unfortunately, Jackal. I haven't really played that many Marvel games whatsoever, or DC for that matter. I just don't really play. I'm not a huge fan of superhero games. Oh, she was sneaky, wasn't she? Oh, where are you running? Yeah, I mean, I can see. I don't think it's as bad as people make out. That's for sure. People make out that this game's absolutely terrible. It's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, I did an unboxing today. I haven't done one of those in a while. Rants are fun, but I don't know. I got out of the habit of doing them. I don't know why. You know, it's not like there isn't stuff to rant on. I mean, there's a lot of crap that goes on in the gaming industry, unfortunately. So I've sort of got things to say about it all, but yeah. Oh yeah, that wouldn't be good. That's the issue I had with Soul Reaver 2. A lot of the spears and all that literally had the exact same swings, and it's like, what are you even doing? Right, well, I think that's a good. I think that's a good place to end it for today's stream. To be honest with you guys, we've started the game at least. We've got. I sort of understand how it all plays. I'm enjoying it so far. It's the combat is better than Soul Reaver 1 and 2, which is that's a godsend really. The combat in those games really I didn't like whatsoever, so it's better than that, to be fair. Um, oh, I saw a video on that. Yeah, someone actually showed like the details of they actually compared the games side by side, and a game that's what was it? It was like 11 years. A game that's 11 years older had less like details. It's like what were they doing? Yeah, that was pathetic. But yeah, anyway, we are apparent the Den 40. Does that mean we're 40% through the game already? If so, that is absolutely nuts. Or that it means we're 40% through this area. I don't know what that means. I can't believe I can't believe we're already 40% through the game. That can't be right. Ah, the chapter. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought so. I was gonna say that would be a that wouldn't be a long game whatsoever. Anyway, yeah. So go back to the main menu. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Probably going to be Blood Omen 2 again. More than likely, though, it might be an unboxing tomorrow afternoon. So look forward to that, guys, and I'll see you on the next stream. So I'll see you later, guys.